Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's lecture on presentation structure. In this session, we are going to explore how to properly structure a presentation so that your message becomes clear, engaging, and easy for your audience to follow. We will look at some of the important points of the presentation structure, which include introduction, body, conclusion, and some additional elements like opening techniques, transitions, visual aids, and handling questions. So, by the end of this lecture, you will know exactly how to build a strong, professional, and impactful presentation. So, starting with the question, which is what is presentation structure actually is. So, when we talk about presentation structure, we simply mean the logical arrangement of ideas in a presentation. A well structured presentation helps your audience understand you easily and keeps them engaged. Just like a building needs a strong foundation and layout, our presentation needs an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. These three main parts guide the audience from the beginning to the end and ensure that your message is delivered clearly. Now, the question arises why structure matters. Why is it important to structure a presentation? Because the human mind understands information better when it is organized. A good structure helps your audience follow your ideas step by step. It grabs their attention in the beginning, keeps interest in the middle, and leaves a strong impression at the end. Without structure, your presentation may feel confusing, rushed, or disorganized. Here are some of the basic or main points of the structure. So, the basic structure consists of three major parts: one, the introduction, number two, the body, and number three, the conclusion. In addition, professional presentation also include things like opening techniques, smooth transitions, visual aids, and an optional question answer session. So we will go through them each part in detail. The first is the introduction section. The intro is actually the first impression you give to the audience. It sets the tone, creates interest, and tells the audience what to expect. A strong introduction can instantly grab attention and make people want to listen to you. In this part of the presentation, you should focus on five things. First is capturing attention, introducing yourself, stating your purpose, presenting the agenda, and explaining the relevance of your topic. So, the first is capturing the attention. To begin a presentation effectively, you must capture your audience attention. Some effective opening technique include starting with a surprising fact, a short story, a rhetorical question, a quote, or a real life example. For example, if I were giving a presentation on cybersecurity, I might begin by saying, did you know that every 39 seconds a cyber attack happens somewhere in the world? So, this statement will instantly grasp attention and creates the curiosity in the audience. After the hook, introduce yourself in a simple and professional way. For example, my name is I am working as a. Keep it short. Your goal is to let the audience know who you are, not to tell your full biography. Next, clearly tell your audience why you are speaking and what the topic is. You might say something like, today, I am here to explain, or this presentation will help you understand. So, this builds clarity and sets the direction for your talk. The agenda is a simple outline of what you will cover. This helps the audience follow your presentation easily. For example, you can say, we will discuss three main points: first, second, and then finally. When people know what to expect, they stay more focused. In the last part of your introduction, you need to show the audience why your topic is important for them. So you can say things like, by the end of this presentation, you will be able to, or this topic is important because it will help you in your job, studies, or daily life. So this makes your audience more motivated to listen. The second important component of presentation is the body. We can say that the body is the heart of your presentation. This is where you explain your main ideas in detail. A well organized body helps the audience understand your message without confusion. So, you need to organize your points clearly. Your presentation need to organize the body points very clearly in different ways. Some common structures include chronological order, like past, present, and future, problem solution, cause effect, comparison and contrast, general to specific, the 3 point structure. So you need to choose the structure that best fits your topic and makes your ideas easy to understand. Developing each main point. Every main point must be supported with explanation, examples, evidence, or illustrations. This means you should explain your point clearly, give examples or real life scenarios, use facts, data, or research, use pictures, diagrams, or simple demonstrations if needed. This helps make your presentation informative and credible. Now, transitions are also called signposting, are very important in oral communication. They help guide your audience from one idea to the next. This is actually used to maintain the flow during transition. So, some helpful signposting phrases include, now let's move on. Another important point is, in contrast, to summarize this section. So, as you can see, when you will use all these phrases, it will help to create a smooth flow. Use peel method for explanation. One effective way to explain your points clearly is the peel method. Peel stands for P point, state your idea. E explain, describe it clearly. E example, give a supporting example. L link, connect it to the next point or your overall topic. This method keeps your explanation simple, logical, and easy to flow. The last but the important point of your presentation is the conclusion. The conclusion is the final impression you leave with your audience. It wraps up your presentation, reinforces your main message, and provides closure. A strong conclusion helps your audience remember your key points. Signal the ending. The first step in the conclusion is to signal that you are finishing. Use clear phrases such as to conclude, in summary, before I end. These expression helps the audience shift their attention from listening to preparing to wrap up. You need to summarize your main points. Next, give a short summary of the key points from your presentation. Do not introduce new information here. Simply remind the audience of the main ideas you discussed. After summarizing, restate the main message or purpose of your presentation. For example, the main message of today's talk is that effective communication requires clear structure. This reinforces the central idea you want the audience to remember. If your topic requires action, this is where you encourage your audience to do something. For example, I encourage all of you to start practicing structured presentations in your classes or workplace. Calls to action helps the audience apply what they learn. Now you need to finally end with something memorable, a quote, a strong statement, or a thought provoking question. For example, good communication is not just what you say it, it's how you say it. Ending strongly leaves a lasting impression. Here are some optional but useful elements to structure your presentation. First is the opening technique. To enhance your introduction, you can use techniques such as humor, a short story, a question, a quote, or a workplace scenario. This makes your beginning more interesting and captures the audience attentions immediately. Transition and signposting. As I mentioned earlier, transitions are essential. Remind your student to use transitional words to guide listener throughout the presentation. This keeps the presentation clear and organized. Visual support. In many presentations, you will use slides. Remember, slides should be simple, clean, and easy to read. Use bullet points, large fonts, limited colors, and relevant images. Let slides support your words, not replace them. At the end of the presentation, you may have a question answer session. Handle questions calmly and professionally. Repeat the question for the audience. Answer it briefly and directly. And if you do not know the answer, it is perfectly fine to say that I will get back to you with this information. This shows honesty and professionalism. Timing and practicing is also very important. Teach students how to manage time, how to pause effectively, how to slow down when emphasizing, how to avoid rushing. Voice and body language is also very important because good presenters use their voice and body language effectively. Make eye contact, stand confidently, use purposeful gestures, vary your tone, and speak at a moderate pace. These elements make you appear confident and keep the audience interested. Some common mistakes that students make include reading directly from the slides, using too many filler words like or speaking too fast, overloading slides with long paragraph, ending abruptly without a conclusion. So, avoiding these mistakes will make your presentation more professional. To summarize everything, a good presentation has a clear structure. The introduction grabs attention and sets the direction. The body delivers your main ideas in an organized way. The conclusion brings everything together and ends with impact. And additional elements like transitions, visuals, question answer, body language make your presentation even stronger. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you now feel confident about structuring your presentation effectively. Hope to see you in the next class.